I was a graduate student at Harvard University, and I saw that the headmaster, Bert McLean, was coming to look for teachers. But I just thought I would go in and say hello because I knew him at Yale. So when I went in there and talked about it, I actually walked out of the office with a contract.
I think about, the stories of when my dad first came to Hawaii. He came directly from the airport to football practice with Eddie Hamada. So although he was here to teach, he also got to coach and be a part of the athletics program.
I think at Iolani in those days, teachers were asked to coach. I can remember when I had him in 6th grade and then going to an Iolani football game and seeing him in a different light as a coach.
Eddie Hamada picked me up and took me to a place to stay on the Iolani campus. Early the next morning, Eddie took me out to Mokuleia, where I spent 2 weeks in the sun practicing. That was my introduction to Iolani. Eddie was really a father for me for the first 8 or 9 years. He did so many things. He helped me buy my first car. He was the best man at my wedding. It was nice having him there, and I was close to him. He was encouraging and trying to bring out the best in every student. So that's something that I try to do too.
That's like such a special thing to be able to say that, you spent a lot of hours and time with someone like Mr. Hamada.
And there couldn't have been anybody better to mentor him. He was lucky.
Yeah, he was really lucky.
I feel so blessed that I was associated with Mr. Feldhaus. He was a great asset to Mr. Hamada. Some of the basic foundations of leadership, besides being able to influence people and discipline, you have to have concern and care for your family, for your players, or for your business employees. And Dad Feldhaus showed that.
I know kind of like in general, Joan, he would always make it a point to impress upon us that don't think you're better than anybody else. Everybody works together to achieve something.
People think I'm crazy that I was both director of admissions and college counseling, but I did both. And I did that until 1978. When the two offices split, Dave Kuhn said I either could be director of college counseling or admissions. And I definitely wanted to go with college counseling. Working with students was the real thing I really wanted to do.
I think a theme of some of the stories that I hear are often that, like, students wanted to do one thing and maybe he suggested and nudged them the other way, and they're often grateful that, they took his advice.
When I was ready to go to college, I went to Mr. Feldhaus and he said, you need to go away to college. And I was like, nah, I think I'm gonna stay here. And he was so adamant about it. And that I finally said, yeah, especially because he went out, got a scholarship for me and did so much work. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna go away at least 1 year. So I went to the mainland University of Redlands, and I enjoyed it so much. I grew so much and learned so much. I don't think I'd be the person I am today if I didn't go away to school.
I looked on this whole thing as a labor of love, because I did work from 5 until whenever. I took kids on college tours. I really got involved with the school in a lot of different ways, and there's no way I was gonna go back to the mainland. It is a Iolani One team, and with Iolani my life, it really was a part of me. But it's something I enjoyed, and we're very lucky to have the kind of students that we had at Iolani. So I made it double pleasure. Iolani makes me feel very proud.